Alright, give me a few seconds here. Okay. Alright, should just about be ready. I believe game audio should be okay. I should be okay. Maybe I'll turn myself down just a little bit. Maybe I'll put myself at 60. 60 sounds good. 60 and 45, I think that works. All right. Oh man, it's been a minute since I played Planet Coaster 2. The game has had a lot of updates since, I think it's been since November last year since I started my franchise over on my Twitch. But I want to jump back into this because after going through the updates and seeing all that they've done to fix this game since release, a lot of positive things have happened, so now I'm ready to jump back into this. Happy Sunday. I go into franchise. Open. Enter and then edit. So I know on Friday at work I took some time to design a layout of how I want my park to be on a blank sheet of printer paper. So I know first thing first, I'll get to level here. I know I have to edit some signs. I want to put some signs. I still have to do that. This is the workers areas. So they have a spot to come in here. The generators and the pumps are right here. I love how this entrance came about. Took me like 2 days to completely finish it, I'm pretty sure. So that would have been 2 streams, so about almost like 5 to 6 hours it took me to finish this. And this is all custom built, like I built all this. So we have some restrooms. And then we have some air dryers over here, some food and drink shops, another air dryer over there, and there's another one over there. And then on the upper deck we have like a patio area where people can come up and sit. We have another restroom up here. I'm gonna have to make a building model for that. And same over here. The only thing, I believe the shops are different. So I got a Pizza Pen and Pip Shop. Nope, they are the same. Okay. So it's the same on both sides. All right. But yeah, people can come down and sit. I love these aquatic canopies over the aquatic picnic tables. I think that really hits off. I'm gonna have to put some railing up on the steps and then along there. The wave pool is looking better. So I know from the updates, this was early this year, that they did a lot to fix the water park stuff. So I know the wave pools are actually full functioning now. So they'll create, so I have a lot of these down. So these waves are ridiculous. We got some slides over here, which I believe I took this off of the workshop. So that's nice. This coaster here, I'm gonna edit. So I have this called Chasing Butterflies, because there's a butterfly loop. So I think what I'm going to do is keep this little, what I might do actually is have it go into another butterfly loop and then go back up the chain lift and then do it in reverse. It's called Chasing Butterflies, so I might as well have 2 butterfly loops and not just one. I like this layout. I just want to see how it would be if I had 2 of those. I know. So I'm gonna have to do some edits, and I'm gonna place it differently. And then I want to put, so this whole thing here, I want to delete. I know I got people in queue, but it is what it is. Because I want to delete this, and I want to put a, so how I have my little sheet here, this is the design that I came up with, just what I'm looking off of. So slide here, Chasing Butterflies here. I might try and put, well, I won't have any room for another coaster. I'll probably put the coaster over here, and then I'm gonna have to fix this layout so it's not in the way, because I want a Ferris wheel like somewhere right here, and then have the terrain elevated, so that way the Ferris wheel's sitting higher so it'll overlook everything in the park. So I know I know on the sheet I have a spinning ride over here, but I might put it in front of Chasing Butterflies. Because this is a boardwalk, so there should be some boardwalk rides. I could even, well, no, I can't. What I could do is take this barricade off. Huh. So the bathroom seeps, the top of the bathroom seeps through. Huh, I'm gonna have to fix that. Oh well. So what I might do is take out these barricades and then extend it, and then I could have a flat ride like up here. I know there's a lot of trash, I'm gonna get to that eventually. But I have a general idea of how I want to make this park. So, yeah. Demolish. So these people will get reset to the entrance, I believe. Yep. There they are, reset to the entrance. Let me pause it again. Yes, I know. So, I don't want to spoil too much about that. That's something. So there's a bunch of EV rides that I got off of the workshop. Glaceon's Avalanche, Flareon ride, the EV Gardens, Leafeon ride, Vaporeon Surf, Jolteon's Quick Attack. There's a Sylveon, Espeon, and Umbreon ride, but I'm not going to be implementing those. I'll just be implementing Glaceon, Flareon, Eevee and Leafeon, Vaporeon, and Jolteon. Those are the 6 rides that I will implement. So this little area behind here will be like a snowy mountain, and then the pathway is going to be Glacier Path, so then it'll lead up into Glaceon's Avalanche, which will then extend out into the Viking area, and then the Flareon ride will be over there as well, somewhere over here. Up here will be like a floral path. It'll lead to Eevee Gardens and the Leafeon ride with some other stuff, and then that will extend out into the fantasy area. The Viking area or pirate area will be over here with Vaporeon Surf. So the Vaporeon ride incorporates water, so I'm gonna build that over water so that part of the ride interacts with it and it'll look better. And then back through here will be like a Wild West. I might have to do some adjustments because I got all this. I forget how far this extends up. I don't know where the limit is. I don't know where the border. I don't see that white line. Oh, there it is. So how far can I extend? So I got to about here to work with. Okay. I got plenty of room. If I have to do some adjusting with the layout, I'll have to. So I'm assuming, alright, so the edge on the side is right here. So I can do something. So what I could actually do is have the Wild West go something like this, kind of, and then have the pirate area go somewhere toward like the middle-ish, but it's kind of away from the floral path in Eevee Gardens. And then have the fantasy area be back here and have like a giant castle sitting somewhere. and then kind of have like the Viking area back here, and then have a bigger snowy area. Okay. Alright. What I want to do is edit this. I might have to make it shorter. All right. Yeah, so that's a butterfly to the right. Here's to the left. I do actually want to have it go to the right. What I could do actually is let this sit higher. Have this be taller, and then I can have paths go under. Maybe that's what I do. Am I gonna have to... Oh my gosh. It's just gonna have to be there. It is what it is. So how did I do this? And then I want the... That would be cool. Would help if I would take it out of pause. So I want to see how fast this goes. All right, into the butterfly loop. I don't think I have enough speed to go into this figure eight. I barely have enough speed. All right. I barely have enough speed for that, so I think that that should work out. I think I might be okay there. But I don't like how that is heading over that way. Maybe I should have done a banana roll instead. I think that's, no. Banana roll looks better. Okay, I got some speed out of that. So I can make this taller now. About right there. And then another butterfly loop. have just enough speed. Alright, speed's looking okay. I think 150 feet will be better. No! No! I hit the wrong button. I just want it 150. There we go. 150. Top hat. Huh. I'm gonna have to lower this down. It's too high. Wait a minute. No, let's have it about the same. So right there, is this gonna line up now? It's pretty darn close, but not close enough. How about now? A little too far. Still gotta go smaller. Nope, one too far. Spot on, I think. Are we gonna test? All right, there we go. Hopefully this works. Speed's looking good. I might have to go higher on this chain lift. We'll see. I think I'm gonna have to go higher on this. Barely got over that. I'm not gonna make it over this butterfly loop. If I do, I'll be shocked. Nope. Alright. I thought so. Yeah, that's what I thought. So I have to make this lift higher. I think that's too far. Let's do 23. How high is that now? 267. That might be enough speed. Let's drop that down to 20. 281, nope, that's too far. $265. How high is that? 291. That's too tall. I don't like it. Was that 277? See, I don't want it to be too tall because I don't want it to have so much speed coming out of that last butterfly. Because I don't want it to go up another 100 feet on this chain lift and then come back into the station. $265, $279. So let's go 23. $277. I guess that's just what I'm gonna have to work with. Alright. Let's see how this works. I really like this layout now. Hopefully the results are pretty good. I'll just keep the panels up so I can see the test readings. Alright. Out of the butterfly into the banana roll. Into the last butterfly. And then up the chain lift. I think we're going way faster. This might be too much speed. Okay, it slowed down a little bit. It's not fast enough. So, what I think I do now is make this go higher. I know you can't place there, I just want to select it. Thank you. How high is that? 287? And then... let me pause. Just select the section. Thank you. Guess it's gonna have to work. I'll try it, see what happens. It's probably gonna be a lot faster now, which I didn't want it to go too fast. But I didn't really have a choice. Whoa, 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 whoa. I apologize. That might be a little too fast. Slow down, please. Thank you. All right, we're slowing down. Okay, it went through. I guess that's just what it's supposed to do. Okay. What are the ratings? Not bad, actually. I'll take it. 5.6, 4.09, and 2.08. I'll take those ratings. Yeah. Not bad. Here's the new and improved Chasing Butterflies. I like it. So the question is, I might have to... What I could do is actually move this entire thing, because I don't want it connected to that queue and whatnot. What I might do is have it alongside the floral path. So something like that. Yeah, I know there's no power. What? Why are you doing that? I just want to delete you. Okay, interesting. Okay. So I can hide a generator in here. Which I think I'll do. There we go. Power and water. I want... Was it a distributor? Yeah. are you? All right. I don't want it. Well, I guess it don't matter if it's up in the air. It's going to be hitting anyway because I'm going to add a custom building to this. All right. So now I can add the Ferris wheel. Somewhere along here. But I would want to raise the terrain. Or can I? Can I make the Ferris wheel bigger? There's no Ferris wheel? They don't have a Ferris wheel yet? Or do I have to unlock it? I might have to unlock it. Oh, that's not nice. That ain't nice at all. They have a Ferris wheel, but I can't unlock it. So let me go to the workshop. I'm gonna have to go find one. Didn't want to do this, but I don't have a choice. Alright, so I need a... Ferris wheel. What is this? No. Well, actually, because of the pirate area, I might have to make a lake, so I can have this elevated and then have a body of water below it, and then which leads into the Vaporeon surf ride, and then transitions into the pirate area. So that could be a play. So let me see that one. There's this one. But I think this is the aquatic. That might be the aquatic Ferris wheel, giant wheel. Wonder if I can scale that bigger to make it. Might be able to. I might only be able to move it. Ooh, that looks nice. I like what you did there. At Michigan's Adventure. I like that, but I don't want to use a real life model. That's not bad. It'll kind of fit in, you know, with the boardwalk. So I think I might actually use that one. I might use this one. Rideable golf cart, like I typed in Ferris wheel. Why am I getting all this other stuff? Ooh, that's kind of nice. There's a lot going on with that. Oh my gosh. Oh, water show. That's kind of nice. I'm gonna have to look at this one and the other one to see what I like better. I like the design of that will fit more with my boardwalk, I think. Alright. So, here's the Stingray one. Oh, that's kind of nice. I do like the scheming. But I don't really think it fits. Here is the lake view. See, I can elevate that whole thing from how far it's sitting, and then just have this path kind of like elevated up in here. All that would, which one do I do? So oh, I can scale it. Yo. Oh, that's just scaling the... Which one? I don't know which one. I really like that though. But that lake view has the path connected, and I think it's gonna, yeah, you know what? I gotta go with this one. That pathing is gonna look so much better, I think. Yeah, I'm gonna have to pick that one. So, need to go to terrain. Whoops. I think that might be enough to have it sit up top there. Let me see. It looks like it's going to be. With some edits to the terrain, I can fix that to make it look nicer. So what I want to do is have that be about right there. Alright. Yeah, I know there's no power. I'm getting there. Okay. That looks alright. So I want to come up. Yeah, this is looking good now. What I might do is actually push that back. Just kind of like hide the edge of the building. I don't want it to pull so much. Kind of like right there. Looking good. So now I want to smooth this. Might have went too, no, it's just enough. I went a little too hard. Let's lower the size and then pull this up some more. want to smooth it so hard. Kind of like that. That's good. I like it. And then what I can do is kind of like chisel. Or do I want to pull this down? I'm gonna have to re-edit the path, so I will work on that. Yeah. I think that's okay. I'm gonna have to do something about a body of water though. So I can have, so what I can do is this. So here's about the edge. Oops. Well, I mean, I guess I can make it that high, but so we're gonna have our nice little lake.
waterfall. Maybe like right here. I don't want it to be. I don't know, but this is so satisfying right now. Alright, getting our lake kind of right in a way. Just getting our boundary. I mean, it's not bad. And then I can rough this out, so because lakes and bodies of water are never squared off. So we'll jump that to 69 and then we'll intensify this by 85. That's looking pretty good. To be honest, I like that. I like that a lot. I just gotta go up with this back wall. So drop this to 69, and then I forget what I had it at, 40 something, maybe. No. Was it at 20? Oops. That'll be a nice little waterfall. So what I'm gonna have to do is I'm gonna have to smooth this out, because then what I could end up doing is connect a path somewhere so that they can go up and then walk alongside the lake, take pictures, whatnot, you know, just enjoy the view, see the Ferris wheel spin from a distance, and then have a bridge, and then overlook the nice, lovely waterfall. Sounds good to me. So what needs to be lifted? That looks good for me. So now I can add, do I want natural water, clear water, rough water? Alright, so now let's so I don't want a big lift up, so so how do I want to do this? I'll have to come back to that. Whoops. Alright, I like that. Alright, now to figure out this pathing. And then, actually, let me see if I can add my coaster that I built. Oh my. That's unfortunate. I'm like right on the edge. I'm gonna have to edit the waterfall, move it somewhere else because it's on the track, and then get rid of some trees. Unless and then I raise it up about there. I'm okay with that. This is a wooden coaster that I built. The entrance is gonna have to get moved. Give me 1 second. Or do I need to turn the light on in my room? Not really. Alright. There we go. And then we'll scale this down. So actually, let's put the entrance right here because I want to break off. I want to break off to this section to go out around and then Wild West area. That's so cool. I love that. And then we got a little, it's leveled out so I can put a path on here. And then people can come by, watch the lake, get an overlook of the park from every direction. Yeah, I like that a lot. Got a nice little mountaintop here. And the only thing that I gotta do is edit that path. And then, so what I want to do here, sandstone path. We'll make this wide, so let's go about, let's do 10. So then that'll be the end of that. That's about where I want that at. So do I angle this over here? Oh man. So what path do I want to have for this one? I don't want a 10. Let's do a standard 4. Mosaic wooden path. Could be cool. No! Oh my god. Where do I want that to be? Horizontal. Railing. It's a decent little path. Now I gotta figure out this freaking exit. That's gonna be difficult to create a station for, but I'm sure I'll be able to figure it out. Now, this scenery is gonna have to be moved. It's pretty cool. And if you want to take a ride on this wooden coaster that I built last November, here you go. Let's take a ride on this wooden coaster called Reef Break. Just a simple classic wooden layout that I came up with. Certain sections remind me of the Comet from Hershey Park. Like this section right here. Well, we killed ourselves on the trees. I'm gonna have to edit those. And then at one of those hills I can add a camera because they added photo booths, so yeah, that was a ride on Reef Break. And as you can see, not bad scores. So yeah, I really love that ride. Now what I have to do is this tree is gonna have to go. Alright, that tree is gone. So now what I have to do to move the whole thing. Which I'm not too fond of, because actually what I can do is and then I'll have to fix this. And I'll have to fix this part too. I can edit that after I move this. And then I'm gonna have to do some edits. Unless I can find a better waterfall. this then. It's just unfortunate. Whoa. Alright. I can do some color textures and make that look better. And then that's almost sitting at the bottom, so then I can fix this eventually. Alright, so this can get demolished. Or don't. Actually, I can keep these. Alright, I can keep those, and then we'll fix that at some point. Why did it delete that path? Probably because I selected it. want the railings. How do I take the railings off? I don't need that many trash cans. Actually, let me fix this. I don't understand why it's not deleting. The trash cans. Okay, railings are off. What bin do I want? Put spacing on 10. Well, that's janky. I guess they are supposed to float in here. I was like, what that doesn't make any sense. There's a lot of trash cans through here. Guess that's okay. I'll add some more scenery for the queue line at some point. What I can do is add that spinning coaster. I'm gonna have to place a path so that they can go up. Why did that delete that? Whoops. So I believe that's horizontal. Or can I stamp it? So boardwalk is extended a little bit. I got trash cans, which I'm going to move. So this one gotta get moved. Place you right at the end of the stairs. This one, I'm gonna have to add railing. And what I should do is wall that off. To kind of match the aquatic building for the stairs. That can go there. Wow, what the hell did it do to the path? So this one can go up there. Put that there. That one there. I don't like how it changed that. Whatever. And then we put a garbage can up there. This one. Can go upstairs as well. Maybe right there. There is a lot of trash in the park. Oh my. Can put one there. Wrong button. And then the other one can go on the other side. Right there. Yeah, why did I do the railing like that on the other side, but I didn't finish it? Because I'm gonna have to, I can add a different railing. Hold on. Looks good to me, right there. And then I think I can duplicate this and put it along the side. I'm gonna have to scale it down. Might have been a little too much. If I take it back to 100, that should be fine. What's going on? Okay, don't know why that happened. Alright, I'm gonna have to get this just perfect. Right there looks good, and then right there. Okay, now that looks better. Do I really want to go with that, or do I just want to add regular railing? I think regular railing is going to look better because this is going to look janky. But I don't really want to add those on there because it's going to look weird because the parts aren't going to line up like they should on regular railing. So I think I'm just going to add regular railing to that. Just keep the outer like it is. Yeah, that's just gonna look too weird. How many tables do I have over here? I have the same amount of tables. But I think I could add another one just to hide this, because I don't really know do about that? I want to duplicate it, that's what I wanted to do. There we go. Okay, so this one just has a little bit more. Only being is to hide that restroom. Right now I can go back to the trash cans. There is a line of people for the slides. Alright, so what do I want to do now? I can put a flat ride, a flat spinning ride if I have one. Teacups. Resort teacups. Aquatic. Tower drops are good ones. Resort monsoon chute. There's an aquatic one. So where I want to go with this one. So another, I can add resort teacups somewhere. Which one is this? I think that's what I just put down. Do I want the resort one? Yeah. We can add the resort one here. I can fix those plants. And then I'll add that one there. And then I want teacups over here. And then I can connect and continue from this path onward. So teacups will go here. Dharma Resort 1. Hey, thank you. Thank you for the raid. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much. Hey, oh, so Sarah. Hello, how are you? I am good. How are you? The building's coming along great, sort of. So here's what I have so far. I just basically showed off, so all this that you're seeing here, the slides, the entranceway, and the wave pool, and then the wooden boardwalk. I built that back in November, and then I basically kind of went on hiatus of this because there was a lot of stuff that needed to be updated on this before I jump back in it again. But here I am. So this entranceway is like a upper level food court, bottom and top. It's all path related, so guests can go up and then go down on both sides. And on the back side, so here's the entrance. TJ's World is the name of my franchise. So on the back side, we have more bathrooms, more food and drink stands. This right here is, so this one and this one are worker rest areas. And then they have access to the water pump and the generators. And then we have heat dryers on both sides. And then there's one here and then one here. That way there's multiple ones. Guests can dry off. There's 2 bathrooms on both sides with information. Just, well, I didn't want to have the bathrooms be the same, so I kept the wooden resort parts on this one, and then kept the aquatic part for this one. That way they're different. And then I can give you a little tour of this coaster. This is a boomerang coaster that I built, but I edited the layout so we can take a quick ride on this. I named it Chasing Butterflies. So we can take a quick ride on this. There are the stats for the ride. So we go off the chain lift through the station up to a butterfly loop into a banana roll. Into another butterfly loop. And then up the other chain lift. And then it's just doing it in reverse. Thank you, Jago, for the compliment. I've been working really hard to get this. I want to be. Yeah, I really love this ride. I think it came out great. I don't know why I didn't see that. Yeah, that's Chasing Butterflies. And then I added some simple rides here. Give it more of a boardwalky feel down in this area. And then this here is the wooden coaster that I built last year. This is called Reef Break. And I'll take you on a quick tour of this ride. So there's 2 sections in this design that I kind of took from the Comet from Hershey Park. If anybody's familiar with that ride, they'll understand. There are the stats.
there we go. So out of the chain lift, you go into drive tires. And now we put our arms up and we go down. So here's one of the sections that remind me from the Comet at Hershey Park. This little turnaround bend, and then it goes down. And then these double downs kind of, they're a little bit like the Comet, but not much. The Comet's ones are smaller. But yeah, that was Reef Break. Just a simple wooden coaster. And then this area here, this is a blueprint that I found called the Lakeview Wheel. I don't have enough research points to get the Ferris wheel, or big wheel as they call it in this, so I had to go to the workshop and find one. So I found this one. And then this area right here is a giant lake. And then what I'm going to do is extend pathing along the side so that people can get a good view of the park on either side. And then so this waterfall used to be at the entrance, but because of the Reef Break wooden coaster, I had to move it. So I moved it over here, so now it just looks like there's a waterfall, but it's not very... I tried. It's a little janky, but if you don't really pay attention to the jank, it's, I still have to edit that, but whatever. But yeah, I'm gonna have pathing on either side so that guests can, just get a good view of the lake in the middle here. This Ferris wheel will overlook the park so guests can get a good view up here on the ride. I thought this was a good implement to have, just so that the Ferris wheel was higher, so that I could just overlook everything. I thought that was a good idea. So this is basically the layout that I worked on Friday of my park. I did this at work with some time, but that's kind of like the layout that I wanted to go with. There's a few EV Evolution rides that are on the workshop that I downloaded that I want to implement in this park. I kind of want to go with a snowy area over here, which will go into Glacier Pass, and then Glaceon's Avalanche will be over here. Viking area somewhere over here, a Flareon ride near it, and then through the middle here I want to have EV Gardens, and then there's a Leafeon ride, and then behind it is going to be a fantasy area. So somewhere in here I want to have like a floral path, which it's going to be called, so that guests can just have like a nice little floral area that will tie into chasing butterflies, so that it'll all come together at some point. And then one of these paths will break off, so one's gonna go down this way, it'll lead into the pirate area, which at some part over here I want to have some more water, and then Vaporeon Surf is going to go in it. Or what I can do is add Vaporeon Surf up here
because part of the coaster uses water towards the end. There's like some little like splashdown, so if I put it here, I wonder if that would look alright. And then Wild West area somewhere over here with Jolteon's quick attack. We'll go over there, but yeah, it's coming together slowly but surely. It's taking a lot of time, that for sure. All of the stations I'm going to try and custom build myself. I'm just gonna leave that in the air for now because this whole station's gonna be covered. I'm not exactly sure how I want to go about it, but I'll figure it out at some point. And then this path, these paths will get connected to go down so guests can go up and have a good view with the Ferris wheel. Can't believe it's been over 3 hours already. I feel like I haven't done a lot. A lot of the time that was spent editing this little lift area with the lake so that the Ferris wheel could sit on. This took a lot of the time. But it's coming together good. Still got to do some edits here and there. Really appreciate the raid. Really means a lot. I think that was the first raid that I ever gotten. So, hope you have a good night. But I think I am gonna stop here for the night. I really got a lot done, which is surprising. I kind of did what I wanted to get done today. So, tomorrow I'll be live again. Probably around the same time. I'm not sure. Maybe I might do a little longer tomorrow. It depends. Yeah, I'm not sure exactly how long or what time I want to start. I might do 5 hours tomorrow. And what I might start out with is seeing about the glacier path and the snowy area. I might work on that first because that's going to be the most difficult. I'll have to figure out how to do that. So I think that'll be the first thing that I do tomorrow. But yeah, park is looking, it's coming together nicely. I'm getting somewhere. And I do want to finish this. It's not all going to be flat. There will be elevation implemented in some areas. So it's not going to be a flat park. I think that's boring, so hope that's saved. I just want to check to see if this saved. I think I'm good. Yep. Awesome. I didn't really change anything, so. But yeah, I'm gonna end it here. Hope you have a good night. Hopefully I'll see you tomorrow. Bye guys, and thank you Osara and Jago for the follows, and thank you Osara for the raid. Really appreciate it. Much love. See you later.